fiancé and could not bear the thought of causing him pain. Her family swung into action. A conference was called. Emissaries were dispatched to the fiancé's family. Negotiations were begun, and by the second week of January a deal was struck whereby I would disappear. The wedding would take place in April. The groom would be indemnified for her loss of virginity, and the family would post bond to assure her faithfulness for the first 10 years of marriage. I was born in January 1952 in a third-floor maid's room at her family's mansion in the midst of a Minnesota blizzard, born premature, a puny 4-pounder, bald and bug-eyed, too enervated to wail, and was carried by the chauffeur to the black Chrysler and gently laid on the back seat and was driven through the drifted streets of Minneapolis to University Hospital, where I lay and baked in a glass drum for 2 months, a feeding tube stuck into the top of my skull, a free-floating object in the world, available to anyone for the asking. I knew none of this until last November. A man can learn a great deal about himself by getting elected governor. After November, the press went to work and dredged up the adoption papers and paid off a clerk at county welfare and tracked down my poor old mother and found her in an alcoholic daze at the Minneapolis club and pumped her for details and talked to her friends. The day before yesterday, the Minneapolis Star-Tribune phoned to ask corroboration and comment on it, and that is why I have rushed this book into print. I want to be the first to tell my own story, and I want it told 100% truthfully, minus those cruel lies that the press tosses in, such as the totally erroneous notion that I was named Josh. I was never named Josh. I was once Clifford Oxnard, and now I am Jimmy Big Boy Valente. At no time was my name Josh. I do not live in terror of a man known as the Rodent. He is a deeply troubled man, and I am fully prepared for him whenever he should make an appearance. I never promised the good people of Minnesota a $1,000 tax refund for every man, woman, and child. I only promised the refund if the money was actually there. It wasn't. Had I known the money wasn't there, I wouldn't have promised it. It's just that simple. I do not earn $100,000 a year from the sale of Jimmy Big Boy beer. The money I earn is not from the sale of the beer, but from the licensing of my name to American Beer Corporation, which manufactures the beer. Furthermore, I have a licensing agreement for Governor Jimmy and Love the Gov brand action toys, board games, children's clothing, animated feature films, and a theme park planned for south of Minneapolis, for which I'll be paid a sum in the mid-7 figures plus royalty. There is nothing in the Constitution that prohibits a governor from licensing his name and likeness. If people don't like it, they can go get their own licensing agreements. I have not run away from a match with my nemesis of International World Wrestling, the dreaded Mr. Mashimoto. Au contraire, I am actively pursuing it. I have not ruled out a presidential try in 2000. In fact, I have decided to go ahead and start organizing my campaign. I will be in the race. You can count on it. In this book, I will tell you the truth about Jimmy Big Boy Valente, as only I can tell it. My childhood as an adopted kid, my reincarnation as a teenager, my Vietnam War experience in the elite Walrus unit of the U.S. Navy, my career as world heavyweight champion of professional wrestling, and my come-from-behind election as governor of Minnesota in 1998. You gotta love it. For a professional wrestler with a